So hello guys, I'm here actually to continue our coding blog. So today we need to add the authentication layer to our application. I already created the to-do list, so we just need to go straight into the project and start creating code. I already created the authentication service and configured something about messaging, but I have to delete this because we have to use synchronous communication for the authentication service. So let's jump right into the code because I'm ready for do a few changes. I come here, so we have to start creating. First of all, we need to check our to-do list. So I created some to-dos. First of all, we have to I created, as you can see here, the authentication package, but I configured the communication with messaging. So asynchronous communication, but in order to do something that's more accurate, we need to move on to that synchronous. So first of all, we have to dismiss rabbit config, so I can keep it for the moment. Then we have to define the authentication REST controller logic. So here we have to define a REST controller where we can connect from the gateway API. Then we have to dismiss also the consumer service and insert other details in the token, because we have to send the token to the we retrieve the token from the authentication service, and then we use the token to authenticate our user into each of the different services. The services decrypt the token and retrieves all the information. First of all, we're gonna start with a single key, a single public key that's equal the same for all different services. Next, we're gonna move, as you can see, I already added here, to switch to RS to 156. So we're gonna use a private key and a public key. So only the authentication service can encrypt and other services can only decrypt. And this is more secure, but for the moment we're gonna use a single key. That's simple. Let's keep it simple. So first of all, we have to probably dismiss these first files. Delete this. So the consumer service, delete here. Let's go under here, and we're gonna define the authentication controller. So here we have to define a REST controller and request mapping. Here we have under API, under v1, under auth, and here we're gonna create a first post mapping. So this is login. Authenticate requests. This is request. This body. Let's close this, and response entity of anything. Here we have to inject dependencies. So all args constructor. Okay, and private final up user service, okay, and I'm going to use this to authenticate the users. So var response up user service dot out. Let's say, sorry, this is the user service, and I'm gonna inject also private final authentication service or service. Let's shorten this up. Okay, auth service. That's clear. Auth service authenticate, and this is the requests. response is a type of authenticate response. Okay, so I'm going to return a new response entity. No suitable constructor. This is more okay. This is more cleaner. So this is a simple authentication request. We can do this. Okay, and I wanna check just to be sure. Okay, I'm running the server on another port, so this is not gonna conflict with the main gate. So we can just start this up, and we can go under here and create a new HTTP request and just check here out. Okay, I'm getting the token and the email and user, and we're going. So this is our simple request. Okay, now we can probably implement the register feature. So I'm gonna go under Auth Controller, and I'm gonna create also a post mapping. This is for register. Okay, register at request body. And this is register request. Okay, and I'm gonna ask response. So I'm going to define response. So var response. So auth service. Okay, we have to say register. Okay, register request response. Probably we are done. Let's try to run and test it out. This run simple. And we have to pass also the node. So this is test at example.com with password and row user. Okay, register. Have to say please sign in. Oh yeah, because I'm creating a double encoding, so here's the trouble. So go here and here. So this should work probably. And remove this. I need to say register. As you can see, I'm getting all this nice and clean. Okay, now we can start doing serious things. We can go here and implement the web client being in conflict. So let's say at being public web client. This is the client in order to connect to our authentication service, because since now we have to connect to our services in an asynchronous way. We have to implement the web client. This is the interface that we use to connect in a synchronous way to our services, and probably that's the most simpler to do. So web client, turn new web client, for client.create. Now I can delete this after the push request, and I can call the client. Okay, let's say var response equals to web client.get directory body one. So post URI under auth under API under auth under feed on and off dot retrieve dot body to mono request dot class. Okay, we have the response and we pass the response. Let's just try this just to see if it works. I'm about to run the authentication and just see if it's not throwing an error. Okay, so error ready. Okay. ADA 80. Okay, probably yeah, because we need to start gateway. Okay, Auth Controller requires the type that cannot be found. We don't need that. This is useless. Let's just start on this time. We can't connect, this doesn't matter. And again, okay, not that I need this. So I post, not found, no static source. This is login. Okay. I got this error. So the stack trace has been announced by Reactor. So, okay, probably there's something wrong. Oh yeah. Okay, retrieve and body to mono. Map. And we have response value. This is the request. Okay, here we go. Now we can try it on another tab. Okay, but I'm not getting anything back. Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's build up something simpler. So I'm going to go under close this, and simplify the authentication controller server, authentication controller. So I return a simple I return to get response. That's it. Now I'm going here on the Auth Controller and I'm going to get response on the class. Here we go. Decide to send something this. So that passed a day since yesterday when I left the code base baggy because we can't figure out why it's not returning anything. So let's resume from that point and have to recreate the error. So first of all, I'm going to start the auth and the gateway services, and I am to create a new login request. So lost email data. Okay, the definition, simple error, code exception. This is not into the authentication users. Probably this is into the gateway service. Okay. This error occurs because Jackson library doesn't know how to create a model which doesn't have an empty constructor, and model contains a constructor with parameters that doesn't allocate this parameter. Okay. And here we go. We have the user successfully logged in. So we just only need a stupid no works constructor, but that's how coding works. So now that we have a single user with our infos, we can implement other things. So let's go here, and here we can try to insert in the tokens payload others, user details, email. So let's say email row, because when we pass the token, we want to pass all the users' information into token. So when we pass the token across multiple services, each service can use that token to read the user's info without calling database and wasting resources. And that's more secure because I don't need to give the authentication responsibility to each service, but I can just give it this responsibility to one server who gives me the token, and with the token I can do anything I want. So that's basically this idea. Now we have to say, when we set subject user details that username, I don't know actually how to add additional claims. So okay, so we have to set as simple claims. Claim. So we have username, that's the email. We have to add role and so we have to pass another user role, and I have to go in other services. Oh yeah, so okay, add actually to update to app user, because app user has all the user details attributes and also the user cast some attributes like role and so on. We just need to pass role because probably this is the only thing that we want to pass. Because we pass role, we pass the subject, that's the email, and we don't need anything. Let's check model just to show. So here under Auth Controller, name, models, auth user. Yeah, we have email, password, and role. I can probably just add another claim, that's the ID, just to be complete. So claim ID. Okay, ID and the ID. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and see you the next time.